Hey y'all, I have 90 days left in my 30s and will be turning 40. And here are some of the things I have reflected on in this decade and what I wish for the next decade in my chapter 40s. If you ever wanted to know just to have a reflection video, this is for you. Hey y'all, I cannot believe I will be 40 years old in 90 days. And I have 90 days left in my 30s. I've learned so much in this decade in my 30s, and I look forward to my 40s as well. Like, there is so much that I could reflect on. I like to do it every single decade. The first decade, um, in my 20s, I reflected going into my 30s. Now I'm at the end of my 30s and reflected into my 40s. And wow, I can't believe I'm actually saying that. I will be 40 years old in 90 days. Like, wow. But throughout my 30s, I can honestly say I have accomplished so much and I set goals for myself. And I'm super just proud of myself in my 30s. I made a transformation throughout the highs and the lows of life. I always continue to persevere. So, like, example, I know one of my biggest goals in my 30s was getting back to my pre pregnancy weight. I didn't think that would happen for myself. And losing these 50 pounds, if some of you guys are new to my channel, welcome. I lost 50 pounds last year. So we're in 2026. So in 2025, I lost 50 pounds. I started at 185 pounds, probably the biggest I've been outside of giving birth full term. And I would say that was postpartum. And now at 135 pounds in maintenance. And long as I stay within the 130s, that's good for me. Once I start hitting like the 140s, then that's just my own signal to get back on track to get back into my 30s. And that's just for me. Everyone has their own goals. So don't let my goals feel like they have to be your goals. No, everyone is unique and wonderfully made in their own body and image. So do what works for yourself. That was just something I was comfortable at with. That was the weight I was at prior to even becoming a mother. And for reference, my height is 5'6". So yes, your girl is 5'6". So that is just one of the accomplishments in my 30s. I struggled a lot. After just fun fact, when I had my first daughter, I was doing good getting my weight down. And I think, what was it? I can't remember the years, y'all. Don't have me thinking back. I'm freestyling out here. I'm outside walking today in this beautiful day. So it's a little freestyle video. But literally, when I had my first daughter and I was on my weight loss journey trying to get the weight off, I didn't get all the way down to my goals. I think I got down to like 150, like 150. And so once I got down to 150, my goal was to get back to 135. And then I got pregnant with my second daughter, and then the weight came back. So I never actually got all the way back down to my 130s, which was always my goal. And it did take a lot of time, but now I'm here. So I'm super grateful for that. And now I'm just maintaining, now in maintenance. And I'm more focused on building strength and conditioning my body and just making sure to maintain my weight and make sure I'm at a healthy BMI. I'm sure a lot of you guys know what a BMI is, the body mass index. That was very important to me because that alleviates a lot of health issues. And I some of you guys don't know, but when I went and started my weight loss journey, I was pre-diabetic. So that was like one of my wake up calls for me. Now I'm no longer pre-diabetic and I'm back healthy, 100% healthy. Only have to see my doctor once a year, which I love and I'm super grateful for. So that reversing pre-diabetes was just amazing. And it always makes me reflect back on why I started this journey outside of having children, because initially that's where the weight came from. I normally was always in shape, I've always been active, but moms, if you know, you know, having kids could definitely take a toll on your body. Yeah, and also I was a breastfeeding mother to keep my milk supply up. So those first years postpartum, I wasn't thinking about no weight loss journey. I would try to eat healthy, of course, but that wasn't my priority. My priority was just trying to maintain as a mother. And then another thing, in my 30s, oh my goodness, I had a lot of debt, y'all. I had a lot of consumer debt. I had student loans. I had car note. I had credit card. I had medical bill. I mean, if y'all got consumer debt, you know all the debts that's out there. You name it, I probably had it. And I knew I wanted to become consumer debt free. I didn't think it would be possible, but I knew in my heart I want to be debt free because I want to live intentionally. I don't like the stress of always owing someone. Every time I look up, a bill is due. And when I started my debt free journey, actually, it was, let me take you guys back a little bit, right? So it started in our 20s when my husband and I got married. We did marital counseling in my mid 20s, so like 25. We did marital counseling, and my pastor introduced us to FPU, which is Financial Peace University, and that helped us on our debt-free journey. We did the debt snowball, and just look it up, the debt snowball. Dave Ramsey is a good reference because that's who we used for reference on our debt-free journey. And that helped us get out of debt, y'all, 150K a debt. And it took us 10 years because in the process, we bought a home, we had children. So life was life in between it. But in total, it took us 10 years to pay off $150,000. Whew, a lot, right? Of debt. And I'm so grateful because now living debt free and just, well, consumer debt free and only us having to worry about a mortgage is just something I always wanted for myself, because now I'm able to save, I'm able to invest, you know, I'm able to put away for my future. I do work a full-time career, and I have a retirement date. And when I retire, I definitely want to have some money saved up so I could retire comfortably. You know, I don't want to work forever. And if I do work outside of my 9 to 5, let's say that, it's going to be things I'm truly passionate about and I could do on my own terms and have full autonomy over. If you work 9 to 5, you know, it's more structured, it's more political. So if I do anything outside of that, it has to be something I enjoy and my creative outlet, like YouTube. And that brings me to my next point. In my 30s, I also made a promise to myself. I said, if I lose these 50 pounds, I'm going to create a YouTube channel and I'm going to inspire other women, moms, and people out there to live intentionally. My weight loss journey was not easy. I struggled. I had symptoms of postpartum depression. I mean, I lost my mother's, which was my village in the process. We had, I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but you know, the pandemic. We didn't forget about that when everything was shut down, right? All of that stuff was just happening to me at once. And my body literally just took a toll through all of those different stresses. And I told myself, this final weight loss journey, if I could get these pounds back and finally get back to my pre-pregnancy weight, I'm going to start a YouTube channel to be more intentional, share my journey, and hopefully help other women that are like me or similar to me to get some inspiration. Because what I do, weight loss journey, being a wife, being a mother, having a full-time career, still keeping up your health, it's not easy. I may make it look easy because if you guys see a lot of my shorts, I post them daily almost. I'm in the gym, I'm constantly always working out. But let me tell you, don't always go by the shorts. I will, like I'm not in the gym every single day. I will clip out a lot of shorts when I'm in the gym, but I do work out every single day. And then like today is a beautiful, relaxing rest day for me. And so I'm just outside walking in my neighborhood, but I'm still active. So I say all that to say after me, let me get back on topic. I'll be rumbling, y'all. I'll be rumbling. So just bear with me. And I hope you guys are enjoying it thus far. And if you are, make sure to like, subscribe, and join the community, y'all, okay? Because this is my lifestyle. I'll be doing this forever. So yes. But anyways, back to what I was saying about growing my YouTube channel. And I also did a walk and talk on why I started my YouTube channel, and you should as well. Check that out in my playlist. So, I lost the weight, fast forward. I lost the weight. And I was a little nervous, y'all, but because I haven't been public in so long. Now, I'm not shy on the aspect if I need to talk or if I'm doing Scott, like at work or anything like that. I'm not scared of public speaking. I do that all the time. However, just like publicly, like with total strangers, that's different from I'm at work, I know my colleagues, or if I'm with my family, like I know these people, right? Or I could actually like their arms reach. But you guys, I've never met you guys. I can't, you guys will walk past me in public and I would never know who you are? So that was a little scary for me and I was a little hesitant. But I said, you know what? When I was going through my journey, I was looking for women like where I am now. And I was like, I wish there was a Via out there that could give me some inspiration because right now I'm feeling really discouraged. And I found some people, but I didn't find people exactly like who I am now. Like everything I had, like example, no offense to anyone, but just me. I was looking for someone that was married for a long time, someone that had young children, more than one kid, somebody that also worked a full-time career, not a job, a career, someone that, everything that fell in my credentials, I didn't really find it out there. Something was missing. So I was like, okay, this must be my cue to put myself out there. So now that future younger trivia or older, anyone can learn from it, right? Will get some inspiration. And that's what led me to starting my YouTube channel. So I'm going to continue with this. Now it's going on 6 months now. I've been doing this 6 months now. So I enjoy it. I wish I could post more, but it's balanced. I have you know, uh, you guys, I've just explained it. I got a lot of other things going on. So I've made a commitment to myself. I'm going to at least post one long form weekly every Friday. So look forward to those videos on Friday. And then I'm going to post the shorts. I was doing them daily, but as of right now, I'm still doing them daily. And so, but if I change it up, you're going to get them 3 to 5 days a week. I'm going to stay active on YouTube because my ultimate goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. So there's no push rush for it, but that is the goal. And then also things I look forward to in my 40s is being more present with my kids. We want to travel more. We want to see the world more. They're older. They're not old. They're still young, but they are more, I would say, self-sufficient. So they're not babies anymore. I feel at that good age where you could travel with them now. And we watch some YouTubes online and we'll watch other people's content and they're like, Mom, I want to go there. I want to go there. I want to see there. So I definitely want to be more present with my girls. I want us to see the world. I want them to be well-rounded and, just get an open mind. Like the world is bigger than just the United States. I want them to see all different cultures and how other people live, not just the way Western society lives. So that's another goal of mine. And then I just recently hit 13 years of marriage. So my husband, he is an entrepreneur, so he's always on the go. If you're an entrepreneur, you know. So when he is available and when his schedule do slow down, which is rare, we always make time for each other and just enjoy each other's presence. So those are things I want that to continue to grow as well. So we've been together a very long time, married for a very long time. We just hit 13 years. So that's priority in my life. Of course, the order is God, my husband, and then my children because I am a Christian. I do believe in Christ. So that's the order that I stand on and what I believe in. And yeah, guys, those are some reflections that I look forward to doing in my 40s and then the reflections of just everything I've accomplished in my 30s. And I'm sure there were more things that happened in my 30s. However, I don't have any notes. I'm just out here freestyling it, right? But it was just a moment of reflection while I was out here. Like, I love coming out here, walking, and just get listening to my gospel music and giving God praise. It's just a beautiful scenery, you know. And when I'm out here, I love just letting my thoughts just flow, y'all, and they do. And that's what led me to create this video, a reflection of, wow, your girl about to be 30, about to be 40 years old. I'm 39 years old and I'm about to be 40 years old. And yeah, I feel I look pretty good. Let me see if I can turn my camera so y'all can see. Yeah, the girl looking good for 40. Okay, or about to be 40. So, we getting it. So I feel proud about it. I love the way I look and I'm grateful to God for getting me here. And my kids, my husband, they love this me. And that's so funny about the weight loss. Let me before I wrap up this video, y'all, because I could be talking forever. I promise you, because we friends now, so I'm gonna be talking to you like you my new BFF. So we gonna talk. And if you got something to say, put it in the comments. Put in the comments. I read my comments, y'all. Okay. And that's another thing, y'all. When you're on your weight loss journey and you lose that weight, or if you've already lost that weight, you already know your significant other gonna be like, yes, yes. And my kids, that you know what? And kids are so honest. Let me tell you, if you want to know the truth, or if you're in denial, go ask a child. They will tell you exactly what it is. Okay? Because when I was bigger, my kids told me, Mommy, you fluffy. Even though they caused it. But, that's another story, another topic. But, yeah, Mommy, you fluffy. Then now, ooh, Mama, you looking good. You look fit, Mom. Like, you looking good, Mom. Okay, thank you. They even said, Mommy, you skinny. Like, what? Like, I don't consider myself skinny. I consider myself fit, but hey, I'll take it. Cool, skinny, whatever. Thank you is better than hearing fat, right? And then my husband, he knew he's always been super supportive, and that's important in a marriage. You gotta have someone, y'all gotta be a team. Y'all gotta support each other, y'all gotta love on each other. That's what me and my husband do. And even through all our goals, our ambitions, we've been through so much. Like, we got to support each other. Like, when I started my journey, he was there every single time. And when he met me, literally, I was like a buck 20, a buck 25. Okay, I'm talking slang, but like 120, 125 years old. 100 to 20 or 125 pounds. So, like, I was tiny. And remind you, I was in my early 20s too. So we were college sweethearts. We were young, barely legal to drink, right? So he met me very petite. So just seeing me in the all phases, he understood, okay, my wife always keeps herself up. So this is just a temporary phase. This is the motherhood postpartum phase. But eventually, I already know she's going to get back to herself. So when I lost the weight, there was really no issue with him. Like, oh my God, you got too little or too skinny. I've heard some men or some significant others don't like that. But no, my spouse, oh, he loves it. Okay, he's like, my wife is that. We be doing date nights. It was not that he didn't want to take me out when I was fat, but he was, or overweight, whatever you want to call it. But I normally just say what I feel. Okay, But he was literally like, took me out then, but now he's just like, I could tell, like, where you want to go. And then now he's buying me clothes. Like, I wear a small, y'all. So he's like, here you go. I think he just like now going in the store saying, my wife's a small. I need that in a small. I need that in a small. Because he been just coming home with outfits. Like, what? But when I was bigger, he didn't really know. And that's what he used to do before I had kids, when I was a small. So when I was bigger and I was a large and even an extra large, he was like, well, I don't know if that's gonna fit her. I don't know. I was always complaining like, oh, I don't like my stomach in this. I don't like that, you know. So he was kind of like, oh, okay. Let me not just buy you no clothes. You buy your own clothes. So there's gonna be so many wonderful moments once you lose that weight, y'all. And I'm here with you for the journey. I'm rooting for me. I'm rooting for you from over here, okay? Because I love everyone being their best selves or working hard to get to their best selves. Will it be easy? No, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. And y'all, lastly, I'm gonna wrap this video up so I can stop rambling, okay? But I'm just so excited for this moment. And then one day I just hope I could look back on this when I'm in my 40s or God's willing in my 50s. And I'm like, oh my God, that was me at 39 years old, right? So lastly, what I look forward to in my 40s and what I've taken away from my 30s is protecting my peace and setting healthy boundaries with people. So I do have a video on protecting your peace in a world that's always so busy. That's in my playlist if you want to watch that. If you're struggling with boundaries and protecting your peace, y'all, that is a real thing. I'm gonna be honest. I never really had a issue with boundaries too much. Like, I'm the type, if we don't click, we don't click. Okay, I don't force nothing. And also, I'm also the type, like, I understand I'm not for everybody and everybody's not for me. So I've never been one to really think hard on things when it comes to that. However, if I'm blindsided by something, now that's where I will struggle with. Like, say, example, I thought we were best friends. I thought we really were connecting. Then come to find out that wasn't the case, or you had your you had another plan. Now those are the parts where I struggle with boundaries, because then I'm the type, I'm slow to let people in, but once you're in, you're in. I'll give you the clothes off my back. Like, I'm such a giving person. That's one of my weaknesses sometimes, and strength. I'm a giving person. Once you're in, it's hard for me to say no. If you need something, I'm a giver. I will give it to you if you need it, you know? And if I find out, okay, it's not what I thought it was, then that's where I've worked on my boundaries and will enforce those boundaries more in my 40s. Like, once, I think Maya Angelou said that once someone show you who they are, believe them. Okay, so y'all, I am gonna end it on that note. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Y'all, sorry if this video was just all over the place, but it was just a reflection I wanted to do before I finish up my walk. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can you? Yeah, I've been out here like 48 minutes, y'all, 48 minutes. And I know my coffee is ready. I set the coffee pot before I left. So I'm ready to go have some coffee with my husband and let him know what I did. You know, we just have our little talk. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. You like content like this, make sure to like, subscribe, follow along for more content, health, wellness, intentional living. And if you got anything from this video, make sure to leave a comment below. I do read my comments. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Bye for now.